All right, guys. So I'm sure most of you have heard about OpenAI's or ChatGPT's newest feature called Tasks. If you've missed it, this is another one of their latest features that they've been pumping out lately, and it's honestly really powerful and really useful. Essentially, it's unlocked a ton of new use cases. It allows you to set up recurring actions and tasks. It essentially gives you the ability to have your own mini sort of AI agent that performs actions every single day or every single week or every single month, basically whenever you set the parameter to. So I want to go through some sort of use cases with you guys here. I've just got like 6 sort of examples, and then once we go through these, I will jump into ChatGPT itself and show you guys how to set up your own task. It's really easy. So here we go. Here's an example here. We have a coding challenge example. So here's the prompt. Send me a daily coding challenge at 9 a.m. focused on data structures and algorithms. Include a mix of easy, medium difficulty problems similar to Leap Code. Focus on Python with a special emphasis on string manipulation and dynamic programming. Include hints, but not solutions. So you can be sort of as detailed as you want. I will say though, be a little bit careful. The feature's still in beta. So, it can get sort of stumped on a few things, especially when you're trying to get it to search the internet. I'll go into that later, but yeah, just a little warning there, be careful. But having said that, this prompt is the perfect example. So essentially what you can do is every morning you jump on, you'll have a little notification on your desktop. You click on it and it'll have this coding challenge ready for you. So here's another one. Every day at 8 a.m., send me a concise US news summary focusing on major developments in politics, technology, and business, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, that's pretty cool as well. I think that's a really good use case, especially for sort of like if you're investing or if you're just interested in news. This is definitely a good one to do. Sort of what I just alluded to then. Here's another one. Send me a daily stock market analysis at 9 a.m. EST before the market opens. So this is super powerful. Instead of, once you're about to log on to the market and start trading, you can just have a concise summary right there for you every single morning. You don't have to rely on newsletters that may not be sent out or sent out at, times that aren't suited to you. You can just rely on this every single morning. Here's another one. Every Sundays, this is once per week at 9 a.m., create a weekly meal plan with a grocery list. That's like a really useful use case as well. Not so much business related, but you can, there's so many things you can apply this to. So this is another example. And then I'll go through this last one here. So every evening at 7 p.m., teach me a new Spanish word or phrase. So again, not business related, sort of lifestyle related. You can teach it, you can, get it to teach you a language. So, obviously some people don't have time to sit down every day at for an hour and study languages. So this is a really good example. It's just sort of like, basically holds you accountable. You know what I mean? So heading over to ChatGPT so I can teach you guys sort of how to actually set up your own example. So basically I've got this prompt copy and pasted here. Obviously we're going to apply this to sort of like a more business sense. I think that's like a lot of you guys will be interested in. So here's the prompt here. I have an AI SaaS tool that automates social media content creation. Create a task that runs a daily competitor analysis on my 5 biggest competitors. Pick who you think are most relevant. You can input the competitors yourself if you want, but I've just, for the sake of the example here, I've just kept it as, let ChatGPT pick it. Do this every day and provide me any updates from their social media sites and news articles. So a really cool thing you can do is it can scan their, your competitors' Instagram or TikTok or whatever it may be, provide updates on there. So maybe you're trying to replicate their social media strategy, or maybe you're trying to, copy the graphics that they're using. It'll give you a concise update there every single morning. Then maybe, if you're trying to track some larger companies that might be, recurring in the news, this can also track that too. And then I've just set the parameter of when I want that to be done every day. 9 a.m. is typically when people log on to their desk. So I think 9 a.m. is a pretty sort of good idea here. So firstly, before you jump into this, make sure that this toggle up here is on ChatGPT 4.0 with tasks. Make sure it just says tasks there. Also, a good little tip for you, if you do require it to jump onto the internet, and if you're analyzing competitors, it's good sometimes to just click this little search button just to ensure that it is every single response searching the internet. I will say though, at the time of recording, it is a little buggy, this sort of section. So I'm just for the sake of the recording, I'm not going to do it, but I would definitely recommend it once they sort of iron out those bugs to have this selected, especially if it's like as I said, like analyzing competitors or something. But if it's sort of like just a lifestyle thing, like, you want to, just go to give you a grocery list or something like that, you don't have to toggle it. So click here, let it load for a second. There you go, creating the task, and then boom, there you go. So running competitor analysis daily at 9 a.m. Super simple. That's all you need to do. You can change the parameters here. So if I wanted to just be weekly, monthly, annually, and the time, and then also the instructions too. Super, super easy. I've also set up, I'll give you an example of what this looks like in practice. Maybe it's not that one. Here we go. So this is what it sort of looks like in practice. I put in like a demo prompt. So it's picked the 5 competitors for itself. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a little summary there, recent updates from competitors, and then some links to news articles as well. So yeah, guys, that's, as I said, it's super, super easy. That's how you do it. You do have to have the paid subscription to get access to this at the moment. As I said, it is still in beta at the moment, and it's not 100% fleshed out, but I would highly, highly recommend this to anyone in the business field, or if you're just trying to hold yourself accountable to pretty much any sort of, little task or what it may be.